Om Shanti. Murli date 18th November 2023. Essence. Sweet children, have great interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. However, in order to do this service, you need to have deep dharana yourselves. Question: how do souls become dirty? Which dirt are souls covered with? Answer: souls become dirty by having remembrance of friends and relatives. The number one rubbish is body consciousness, and then the rubbish of greed and attachment begins. Souls become covered with the dirt of the vices. Then they forget to have remembrance of the Father and are unable to do service. Song: my heart desires to call out to you. Om Shanti. This song is very good. You children give this guarantee. After listening to you, I feel like sharing this knowledge with others. Some children do have remembrance, and that is also essential. Some would have remembrance and would also have met Baba. It is said that a handful out of multi-millions come and claim this inheritance. Your intellects have now become very broad and unlimited. The Father would surely have also come 5,000 years ago to teach you Raj Yoga. First of all, you have to explain who spoke this knowledge, because that is the biggest mistake. The Father has explained that the Gita, the jewel, the mother of all the scriptures, is the scripture of Bharat. It is just that people have forgotten who spoke the Gita. The jewel, the mother of all scriptures, and which religion was established through that. However, they definitely sing, "O God, come." God definitely does come to create the new, pure world. He is the Father of the world. Is He not? Devotees sing, when you come, we are able to receive happiness and peace. Happiness and peace are two things. In the golden age, there is definitely happiness there. But all the rest of the souls are in the land of peace. This introduction has to be given. In the new world, there is new Bharat, the kingdom of Rama. There is happiness in that world, and this is why there is praise of the kingdom of Rama. If that is called the kingdom of Rama, this has to be called the kingdom of Ravan, because there is sorrow here. There is happiness there. The Father comes and gives happiness. Everyone else receives peace in the land of peace. The Father is the bestower of peace and happiness. Here there is peacelessness and sorrow. So let this knowledge trickle into your intellects. A very good stage is needed for this. Even little children are taught this, but they cannot explain the meaning. This has to be imbibed very deeply so that if anyone asks you any questions, you can explain to them. A very good stage is needed. Otherwise, due to body consciousness, anger, or attachment, you sometimes continue to fall. Some even write, Baba, today I fell due to anger. Today I fell due to greed. When your stage becomes strong, there will be no question of falling. There will be a lot of interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. The song is very good. Baba, when you come, we will become very happy. The Father definitely has to come. Otherwise, who would make the impure world pure? Krishna is a bodily being. Krishna is a bodily being. You cannot give his name or the names of Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar for this. People sing, O purifier, come. So you should ask them, to whom did you say this? Who is the purifier? And when will he come? The one is the purifier, and since you call him, this world must surely be impure. The golden age is called the pure world. Who would make this impure world pure? It is mentioned in the Gita that God Himself truly taught Raja Yoga and enabled you to gain victory over those vices. Lust is the greatest enemy. You have to ask them, who said that he will teach you Raj Yoga, that lust is the greatest enemy? Who said that he is omnipresent? In which scripture is this written? Of whom is it said that he is the purifier? Is the Ganga the purifier, or is it someone else? Even Gandhiji used to say, O purifier, come. The Ganga has always existed. It is not new. The Ganga would be called imperishable. It is just that the elements become tamoguni and so they cause mischief. They make it overflow and bring floods. They then change the direction of its flow. In the golden age, everything works regularly. There cannot be too little or too much rainfall. There is no question of sorrow there. So, let it remain in your intellects that the purifier is our Baba alone. When people remember the purifier, they call out, O God, O Baba. Who said this? Souls said it. You know that the purifier, Shiv Baba, has come. You definitely have to insert the word incorporeal. Otherwise, they believe the corporeal one to be this. Souls have become impure, and so you cannot say that all are God. To say, I am Brahma or I am Shiva is the same meaning. However, the master of creation is only the one creator. People give various long and complicated meanings. Ours is of just a second. You receive the Father's inheritance in just a second. The Father's inheritance is the kingdom of heaven. It is called liberation in life. This is bondage in life. You have to explain. Truly, when you come, you will come to us, you will come to give us the inheritance of heaven, liberation, and liberation in life. This is why it is written that the bestower of liberation and liberation in life is the one. This one has to be explained. In the golden age, there is just the one original, eternal deity religion. There is no name or trace of sorrow there. That is the land of happiness. It is a Sun Dynasty kingdom there. Then, in the Silver Age, it is the Moon Dynasty kingdom. Then, in the Copper Age, those of Islam and the Buddhists come. Each whole part is fixed. Such big parts are fixed in tiny, point like souls and the Supreme Soul. You also have to write on the picture of Shiva. I am not big as a Jyoti Lingam, oval shaped light. I am like a star. Souls too are stars. Souls too are stars. It is remembered. A wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. So, that is a soul. I am the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. However, I am the Supreme, the Purifier. My virtues are distinct. Therefore, all the virtues also have to be written. On one side, write the praise of Shiva, and on the other side, write the praise of Sri Krishna. They are opposite things. You have to write this very clearly so that people can read and understand it very clearly. Heaven and hell, happiness and sorrow, whether you call it the day and night of the Krishna or the day and night of Brahma, it is the same thing. You know how happiness and sorrow continue. The Sun Dynasty has 16 celestial degrees and the Moon Dynasty has 14 degrees. One is completely Sato Pradhan and the other is Sato. Those of the Sun Dynasty then become part of the Moon Dynasty. When those of the Sun Dynasty go into the Silver Age, they definitely take birth in the Moon Dynasty clan. Although they do claim a royal status. These things should be made to sit in your intellects very well, to the extent that you stay in remembrance and become soul conscious. Accordingly, you will be able to imbibe. You will also do service very well. You would very clearly tell others, I sit like this, I imbibe like this, I explain in this way, and I churn the ocean of knowledge in this way in order to explain to others. Your churning would continue all the time. It is a different matter for those who don't have knowledge. They won't imbibe anything. If they imbibe knowledge, they have to do service. Service is now continuing to increase a great deal. Day by day, your praise will increase. So many people will then come to your exhibitions. So many pictures will have to be made. A very big marquee will have to be put up. In fact, solitude is needed to explain these things. Our main pictures are those of the tree, the cycle, and this picture of Lakshmi Narayan. People won't be able to understand as clearly from the picture of Radhe and Krishna who they are. At this time, you know that the Father is now making you pure like them. Not everyone will become complete to the same extent. Souls will become pure, but not everyone will imbibe knowledge. If someone doesn't imbibe knowledge, it is understood that he will claim a low status. Your intellects have now become so sharp. It is number wise in every class. Some are clever and some are dull. This too is number wise. If a good person is given a third grade person to explain knowledge to him, he would think that there is nothing here. This is why effort is made to find someone good at explaining to a good person. Not everyone will pass to the same extent. Baba has a limit. The result of this study is announced every cycle. There are 8 main ones who pass, then 100, and then 16,000, and then the subjects. In that too there are the wealthy, the poor, all types. It is understood what type of effort each one makes at this time and what status he is worthy of receiving. A teacher would be aware of this. Teachers too are number wise. Some teachers are good and everyone is pleased that they teach well and also give a lot of love. It would only be a good teacher who would make a small center into a big center. You have to do so much with your intellects. You have to become extremely sweet on the path of knowledge. Only when you have full yoga with the sweet Father will you become sweet. And will you then also be able to imbibe? Many don't have yoga with such a sweet Baba. They don't even understand that while living at home with their families, they have to have full yoga with the Father. Storms of Maya will definitely come. Some would remember their old friends and relatives, whereas others would remember something else. The remembrance of friends and relatives makes soul dirty. When there is rubbish in a soul, he becomes afraid. You mustn't be afraid here. Maya will do this. Rubbish will definitely fall on us. Rubbish is thrown onto a fire at Holi. If we stay in remembrance of Baba, the rubbish doesn't remain. If you forget the Father, the number one rubbish of body consciousness will fall on you. Then greed, attachment, etc. will all come. You have to make effort for yourselves and earn an income. Then also make effort to make others the same as yourselves. Very good service takes place at the centers. When they come here, they say that they will make arrangements to open centers. But as soon as they leave here, that finishes. Baba himself tells them that they will forget all of these things. Here, you have to stay in a bhatti until you become worthy of explaining to others. The connection with Shiv Baba is the sweetest. It can be understood what type of service you do. You definitely do the service, the reward of doing physical service. Many do a lot of hard work. Many do a lot of hard work. However, there are the subjects. There are subjects in that study and also in this spiritual study. The number one subject is remembrance, and then there is the study. All the rest is incognito. This drama has to be understood. No one knows that each age is 1250 years. For how long does the golden age continue? Okay, which religion existed there? Who should have the maximum number of births here? Buddhists and those of Islam, etc., will not take as many births. These things are not in the intellect of anyone. You should ask those who study the scriptures. What is it you refer to as the versions of God? The Gita is the jewel, the mother of all scriptures. In Bharat, there was first the deity religion. What is their scripture? Who spoke the Gita? They cannot be the versions of God Krishna. It is a task of God alone to carry out establishment and destruction. When did he come? In what form is he now? You definitely have to write the praise of Krishna opposite the praise of Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is the god of the Gita. Shiva is the god of the Gita. Sri Krishna received his status by studying that. The 84 births of Sri Krishna are also shown. At the end, you also have to show the picture of adopted Brahma. It is as though we have a rosary of 84 births in our intellects. You also definitely have to show the 84 births of Lakshmi and Narayan. You have to churn the ocean of knowledge at night and think about these things further. Liberation in life is received in a second. What should we write for that? Liberation in life means to go to heaven. However, it is only when the Father, the creator of heaven, comes that you become his children, because only then can you become the masters of heaven. The golden age is a world of pure and charitable souls. This iron age is a world of sinful souls. That is the viceless world. There is no kingdom of Maya, Ravan there. Although we won't have any of this knowledge there, we will still have the thought, I am a soul, and this body has now become old, so I now have to shed it. Here, no one even has the knowledge of souls. You receive the inheritance of liberation in life from the Father. So, you should also remember Him. The Father gives the order, Man Manabhav. Who said Man Manabhav in the Gita? Who can say, remember me and remember the land of Vishnu? Krishna cannot be called the purifier. No one knows the secrets of 84 births. So you have to explain this to everyone. Understand these things and bring benefit to yourselves and to others, and you will receive a lot of regard. Be fearless and continue to go here and there. You are very incognito. You can change your dress and go and do service. Always have the picture with you. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana. First point, have full yoga with the sweet father and become extremely sweet and soul conscious. Churn the ocean of knowledge. First imbibe it yourself and then explain to others. Second point, make your stage strong. Be fearless. Have an interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. Blessing. May you be in a state of happiness with the fortune of happiness by constantly eating and feeding others the nourishment of happiness. You children have true, imperishable wealth, and so you are the wealthiest of all. Even if you only eat dry chapatis, those dry chapatis are filled with the nourishment of happiness. Nothing more is needed. You are the ones who eat the best nourishment, the chapatis of happiness, and so you are constantly in a state of happiness. Therefore, constantly stay in this state of happiness, so that others who see you also become happy. For only then will you be said to be souls who have the fortune of happiness. Slogan: a knowledgeful person is someone who does not waste a single thought or word. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.